The content you're about to enjoy comes from the archives of The Best You. We're devoted to the very best in personal development, with a platform and resources dedicated to inspiring and changing people's lives. At The Best You, we work with the world's leading writers and trainers on the evolution of the self, and people whose journeys have been affected by their work and words. These Best You EXPO talks are recorded in front of a live audience in a live event. We highly recommend that you focus on the message. As they say, what you focus on expands. Enjoy. Marie Diamond. The title of her talk is Secret to Success. Globally renowned transformational leader and author Marie Diamond shares how to use the law of attraction to create success. She will teach you how to add 33% more to your results by understanding how your environment, how you think, how you feel, and what you do all combine to create your future. I've had the pleasure and the honor of Marie speaking at several of our expos in London and Long Beach. She's a beautiful, lovely lady who is obviously best known for her success with The Secret, but she has inspired and is helping people all around the world understand the importance of the law of attraction, Feng Shui, and so many other great things. Enjoy.
Welcome all of you. Yeah, we're going to talk about the secret to success. I know there's a lot of noise out there, so we're going to try to stay focused, right? So how many of you are from California? How many of you are not from California? Whoa, okay. Well, I have to put my hand up too. I just flew in from France yesterday, so that's where I'm from. Well, I'm not from there. I'm from Belgium, right? But I lived 10 years in America, and now I'm living in France. So today we're going to talk about the secret to success. Who wants to know that? What's the secret to success? Yeah? Okay, wonderful. So we're going to go to a few slides, talking a little bit about my story, and then we're going to very practical right away, okay? Because I want you to go home and know as much as possible to really get going, all right? So some of you have seen The Secret, I presume. Yeah? How many of you have seen The Secret or read the book? Oh, amazing. So I myself, I'm actually connected in with Feng Shui when I was 15 years old. And after a near-death experience, I started really understanding that the environment was affecting me all the time. And I started really using simple principles that I'm going to start teaching you today about. And it actually changed my life completely. I was already focused on The Secret. I knew the law of attraction since I was 7 years old. I was having a mindset, I was focused, I was having really visualizations. I already accomplished a lot of things, but when I was, at that time, 15, all these bad things started happening. I had like 5 traffic accidents in a row, and the 5th one actually almost killed me. And then I understood something had to change. And my spiritual master said to me, Marie, you have bad feng shui. That's the reason. And I said, what's that, right? And he said, well, your environment, your room is actually wrong for you. The wrong colors, the wrong images. And I thought like, okay, I really would like to change something. But I was at that time a very good student, but I was already bullied at school. I had no friends. And after I moved from that place to another room, I found my first love. Right? The hot guy from town fell for me. And with a motorcycle, I mean, you can imagine, suddenly all the girls that didn't like me wanted to hang out with me, right? But probably for my boyfriend. But anyhow, things really shifted around. And so I started using these basic principles, but I already had this very intense vision. I wanted to reach millions of people. When I was 15, I get out of my near-death experience, and I really came with a very clear message. I was here to enlighten more than 500 million people. So I said, okay, I'll start. I don't know how. I was a teenager, right? But because of that vision, I also know I ended up in The Secret, and I started really connecting with millions of people worldwide. So right now, The Secret is very big in China, for example. So I'm sure some of you have connected with it 10, 11 years ago, but it was definitely something that changed the whole, I would say, self-help movement. So I became actually a lawyer, so because I thought like I want to really change people's life, and I thought that if I become a diplomat or a politician, perhaps that will work. And in my country, to do that, you have to become a lawyer. So I became a lawyer, worked for the government for 5 years, and then at 30 I said, that's enough, I'm not getting anywhere, right? So I started teaching meditation and feng shui and really upliftment and enlightenment in my home country, Belgium. But within a few years, I thought like, this is never going to reach 500 million people, because in Belgium we're only with 10 million, right? So to get to 500 million, I had to move to America. So I came to America, welcome, please come in. And I really was very much guided to come into California. And within a few weeks, something started happening that I attracted to get into the secret. And I put a little vision board up. How many of you have vision boards? Whoa, I'm amazed. So I put on my vision board a little post-it note, and I wrote on it, I'm going to be in a movie seen by millions of people that will transform the world. I just put it on my vision board, but I put it in my success direction. I'm going to talk about that for you. What is your success direction? And I also bought myself a fake Oscar. And I put on it Marie Diamond 2005, because I thought 2002 I moved here, I need a few years. Within a year, I actually was already connected with the Transformation Leadership Council that actually all the top 100 speakers and authors in America are part of. And that led me to be filmed for The Secret. So I remember when Rhonda Byrne came into our presentation, I was having this dream a few weeks before, and she said, in my dream, there was this woman, and she said, I'm going to meet you very soon. I'm from Australia. Pay attention. So I'm sitting in this meeting right now, and there's one place left in the whole room next to me, and this woman comes in, and she said, hi, I'm Rhonda Byrne from Australia. I'm filming this movie called The Secret. I said, I pay attention. What's going on? And she said, well, I'm looking for interviews. I said, I'm in. At that point, I have never been in front of a camera. This was my first TV interview ever. Can you imagine that? And what that did for the world, right? So interesting enough is that as I was there, really connecting with her, I already knew that this was going to be big. I could feel it. But I also had put out my Oscar statue, and within a month, my first Oscar-winning client actually came to me. So since then, I had more than 20 Oscar-winning clients, and one of them is Steven Spielberg. So this is like the big one, right? So yes, please take a seat. There's some space over there. So I started really using all these principles, and I'm just going to, one of the things that happened for me, I was in The Secret. I also was called the secret behind the secret. Because what happened is that a lot of people in The Secret were kind of stuck. They were using their mindset, but things were not happening. The first one was Jack Canfield. You know Jack Canfield from the Chicken Soup for the Soul? So he asked me to come over to his home and his office, and I came in, I said, this is going on. I told him all the things that were going on. And he said, how do you know? I said, yeah, this is how your feng shui is, and I can see energy. And he said, yeah, things are not going very well for me right now. I'm going to tell the story a little bit later because we're going to do some practical things. So also Rhonda Byrne, The Secret was not working for her. She was at the edge. She had almost run out of money till I came in and did the feng shui. The same for the publisher and half of the other speakers. That's why a lot of people call me the secret behind the secret, because they use me as common factor, because I did all their work and things started shifting for them. So also, when we wanted to go on Oprah, everybody put a picture of Oprah in a specific place, and a month later, Oprah called us. Yeah? So it's very powerful what I'm going to share, and it's different than perhaps what you have learned before. Right now, we have more than 300,000 students online in more than 190 countries. And so I also just joined the Mind Valley family for people that are online there to teach about feng shui. So I advise many top speakers and authors worldwide and thousands of entrepreneurs. And you see some of them here, Jack Canfield, Bob Proctor. I was with him last night. John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Who has read that book? Yes. Now, I remember I came to his home. I stood in the front door with my compass and I said to him, there's no way in the world that things are going well in your relationship. And he said, I'm the top coach. I said, yeah, but this home is creating problems for you. What it was, by the way. So 3 months later, they called me and I said, how is it going? They said, we're on our second honeymoon. So when he sees me, he's super happy. Rhonda Byrne, Marion Williamson. Some of you know about her. I was one of her advisors to make sure she went to the next level. Marcy Shimoff. Steven Spielberg. Very fun story about that. I will talk about it later. Paula Abdul. Jerry Hall. She's the ex from Mick Jagger. She couldn't find romance, so she brought me in. Now she's married with one of the top billionaires in the world, Rupert Murdoch. Yeah? So I created some romance for her. I work with Mick Jagger, the Rhythmics, Jason Bateman. I'm sorry, some of you know him. When things were not happening for him, I came in, and now he's one of the top comedians on television. So let's start with how we do that. So the law of attraction is, first of all, actually something that most people think has to do with the mind. You know, I have to think positive, I have to feel positive, I have to really do the right things. How many of you think that? I have to change my mindset. Yeah? Now, what happens is the Chinese say it's only 1/3 of your good luck is in your mind. But 1/3 is in your spirit, is how you're connecting with your soul. So some of you are probably meditating, you're praying, right? So we call that the heavenly luck. It's 33% of your law of attraction. So when you come in and your soul comes into this body, it has already a law of attraction at work. It made the choice to be born in the parents that you have. Perhaps you're saying, well, I made the wrong choice. But, you know, you made a choice in a country, right, that you wanted to be born. So you have some gifts, some talents. I always explain that, for example, Susan Boyle. Everybody heard from Susan Boyle? She was like 47 years old. She had this amazing voice. That was her heavenly luck. But if she would not have come on stage, she would never have been famous. So you can have all these great talents, but you still have to manifest them. So the Chinese actually tell, you know, where and when you're born impacts your life, but it's harder to change that. I mean, you have to, for example, move to another place. Even today, you can change your gender. I mean, there's a lot of things you can change, but it's quite intense. You know, it needs a lot of steps in your life. The second one is the human luck. That's what you have been working on. You have been working on your mind, right? To try to do the right things, to feel the right way, to release your programs. You have also worked on doing all the right actions, right? And to take massive actions. But you know, it requires a lot of discipline. I don't know about you, but there are days when I wake up, I don't feel positive. Even me, right? You're thinking, oh, it's so hard. I have to do all these steps. How many of you experience that? It's quite hard to change your mind, right? So it is something you can change, and there's amazing people here that are really good at that, to change the energy around, to change your mindset. Now, I'm not going to focus on that today, because when I came into The Secret, you know, all the speakers were talking about that. And when I was saying to Rhonda Byrne from The Secret, I said, you know, your environment is really affecting you. And she said, but nobody talks about this. I said, yeah, of course, but, you know, it is actually in the Chinese system. They know that the environment, your home, where you sleep, where you live, where you work, affects you non-stop. So she was like, I'm so excited. You will be in this movie. I said, yes, of course I will be. It's on my vision board, right? So then 6 months later, when other major speakers came over and said to me, we've seen this movie. Marie, why are you in this movie? You just started in America. We already sold millions of books, and we are not in the movie. And I said to them, was it on your vision board? It was on mine. So, and they're like, oh, okay, I got it. So there are amazing people there, But that's not our focus today. We are going to focus on what we call the Earth luck.
If you're interested in speaking, exhibiting, or getting involved in the largest personal development expos in the world, contact us today at www.thebestyouexpo.com or send us an email to info@thebestyou.co.
So the Earth luck is actually how your environment affects your mind and affects how you feel and affects what you do. You know, I'm sure all of you have the experience that you go somewhere and you come into that space, you're thinking, I don't feel so good here. And you leave right away. It could be even a shop, you're going in and you're thinking this amazing dress or amazing food. You go in and you're like, you don't buy anything. Have you ever experienced that? Yeah. And there are other places and they don't look so great, but you're like, there's a vibe there. You just want to hang out there. And you're like, oh, it's so nice here. And the hours are passing and you're still there. Yeah. Well, that is what the environment does. Yeah, your location. So where you work, sleep, and live actually affects you 24 hours a day. Your mind is affected subconsciously with what is around you. Now, some of you are thinking, uh-oh, I'm in trouble right now, right? So we're going to go through what can you do to really change that right away. So it is very easy to change. Changing images, changing your position of your desk, changing your bed, hanging different colors. It's really easy and it affects you within 3 seconds. You don't have to wait for it for a long time. Your subconscious mind changes right away. So let's see how we can do that. First thing, the power position. The power position is actually what most wealthy people know already. Think about the Queen of England, the President of the United States. Do you think they have a desk like this, right? That they're sitting with their back to the door? I don't know if you can imagine the Oval Room right now in the White House, right? He sees, and there are actually 4 doors in that room. I don't know if you know that. But from where he sits, he sees all the doors, right? So he's in power, right? He's in a power position. So that is actually what shifts when you are in the wrong position. So how many of you have this desk like this? They're facing the wall. Okay, I would like you to come up for a second. Please come up. I know you did not expect that. What is your name? Parisa. Can you please come here? Okay, wonderful. So you have your desk like this. You're facing the wall, right? What do you do in life?
Dentist.
She's a dentist. Okay. So what happens if you are with your back to the door? You actually go into beta brainwaves. When beta brainwaves, it's very hard to concentrate. It's very hard to be very positive and to get going all the time. But when you're turning things around, we'll see that right away, your brain will open up to get into alpha brainwave. So can you just, can I do a little test with you?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do some muscle testing. So I will ask her a question and her body will react. If it's positive, she'll be able to push against my hand. If it's negative, she becomes weak. So your first name again is?
Parisa.
Parisa. So think about your name, push up as hard as you can, and you push. Yeah, I push down. You feel that? It's strong. Think about, my name is Peter. Okay, see, you're weak. You can feel that? Okay. So think about, are you a woman? Push up as hard as you can. Okay, she's strong. She's definitely a woman. Are you a man? She's not a man. Okay, so we got that, right? So close your eyes for a second and be on your desk. Sit on your chair right now. Are you sitting there? How is success there? See how weak she is? Yeah? The energy is very weak. So her body doesn't react well to that space. That means subconsciously, even if she wants to be successful and have more money, the problem is her brain doesn't accept it. Yeah? So can you now imagine you turn around the desk, Can you imagine? It's like, I went too fast. Look at the picture right now. So you turn it around, yeah? So you sit with your back to the wall. Can you imagine that? Okay, close your eyes and think about success right now. Push up as hard as you can. You feel the difference? Yeah? Now go back to the old place. Turn it around again. How is success? It's like this. Think about money. So turn around your desk so you're sitting really strong with your back to the wall. You feel that? Think about money. Push up as hard as you can. Okay? And turn it around again to the old place. Think about money. She's like this. So what are you going to do?
Turn my desk around.
Turn the desk around. Give her a round of applause. Wonderful. It's such a simple thing, right? But it's a major shift. And in Feng Shui, we call that the power position, right? Right now, I'm in the power position, but I'm teaching. So unfortunately, you're not. So, but I have to see the doors, right? So every presentation, every meeting you have, if it's in the lobby of a hotel, if it's in a Starbucks, you have a professional meeting, always make sure you're a little bit earlier and you're sitting facing that direction that you see the incoming energy, because the universe comes through people. And you can say, well, you know, I really love, Marie, my desk like this because I can watch a window. How many of you have that? They're watching out to the window. All right. So I always say, well, that's great. You see a beautiful view. But you know what? Money doesn't come through the window. The people that come through the window take away the money, right? So you never are able to be in the opportunities. So this is actually how Jack Canfield was sitting. He was watching the amazing view on Santa Barbara, and things were not going well. Things were not moving forward in his business since he moved into that office. So we changed things around, and so within a few months, he was like asked worldwide to speak. He became part of The Secret. And so we changed things around completely so that his brain would open up. It's not just your brain, it's also your chakras open up, your whole energy field. Because if you're sitting with your back to the door, you're actually saying the opportunities are not visible. If I would speak today like this, you know, The Secret, it's about this and this, how would you feel? Right? So that is actually what you're doing. You say to the people that come to your business, that come to your life, I'm not interested in you. Go back. I'm not opening myself to you. So making sure you sit in the power position is a first rule. So be like the queen and the king in your life. Yeah? They are always seeing the door in every meeting you have. It's that simple. Can we all do that? Yeah. It's easy, right? Okay. So, but remember, you're changing your brain waves. And when that happens, you go into alpha brainwaves, and alpha means you're focused, you're concentrated, you're optimistic, you're not depressed anymore, you can organize yourself better, and it's something that happens within 3 seconds. We saw it with the muscle testing. Now, we have done that with encephalograms, so where they really check out, and literally within 3 seconds, the brain changes. We'll hold the questions for a while and keep them in mind, and we'll make sure there's some time for that. So, your home is a 3-dimensional vision board. I know some of you have a vision board, but everything in your room, in your bedroom, in your office, in your living room affects you constantly. Now, I would like to do a little exercise very quickly. So I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to stand outside of your home. So outside of your apartment. And think you are the God, you're the universe within you. And you open the door. And you walk in, what is the first thing you see? What is the first thing you see? Just make a note in your mind. You know, is it the coats? Is it the shoes? Is it an image? The stairs? Just make a note. Second thing, go to your living room right now, your family room. You walk in, what is the first thing your focus goes to? Is it an image? Is it your sofa, your TV? I don't know what it is. Just go there, make a little note of that, okay? Then I want you to go to your bedroom. You open the door. What's the first thing you see? Is it a bed? Is it a mirror? Is it a statue or an image? So what you pay attention to right away. Make a little note of that, okay? And then I want you to go to your office. Open the door. What do you see in your office? The first thing you see, okay? All right, you made a note of that? Okay, come back here. Okay, some of you, what did you see when you opened the door? Shout it to me. A vision board, I love that. Something else? Shoes? Yeah. So have you ever thought that if you would walk into the White House, that the first thing you would see would be shoes, right? So shoes actually show poverty, yeah? So it actually says, we're right away ready to get out. So shoes and clothes have to be in cabinets, or you put them in a box, but that's not the first thing you can see. What else? A staircase. So a lot of people have that. They open the door and there's a staircase. So immediately we say to the universe, get upstairs, go to sleep, right? So, or some people say, well, I have an office there. I said, okay, that's still fine. But most people have their bedroom upstairs. So when you come in, make sure you see something left or right that pays your attention. Like pictures of your family. It can be a beautiful flower arrangement. So you want to get your attention away from the staircase. Okay, let's go to the living room. What is the first thing you see? A mirror? Okay, now when you come in and you see a mirror first, the first thing you will say to the universe, get back out. Because your energy goes in, you push it back. So remove that mirror and put something that is more inviting. What else? A painting? What is a painting saying?
It's like a Roman god.
Okay, I think that's kind of fine. So somebody else?
TV.
A TV. So when you come in and people see a TV, right, what will be the focus of the whole family? The TV. That means that your sofas are with the back to the incoming door. Yeah? Correct? Okay. That's like you for you? Okay, come up very quickly. Come up. Yes, I will want to show her family life. Are you alone?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. Okay. So close your eyes and be in your family room. Like you come in, you see your television, your sofa is with the back to the door, right? How is energy there? Right? There's no energy there. So can you turn around the sofa and put your TV not as the first spot? So the first thing you see is the sofa. To say to everybody, you're welcome to be with us. Can you change that around in your mind? Just try it. Okay? Okay? So how do you feel there? Yeah? She's much stronger. Okay? So give her a round of applause. Yeah. So what happens is you're changing the energy around. Yeah? So you're actually saying, I'm more welcome. If you're more welcome, there's more success, there's more money coming towards you. Now some of you went to your bedroom. What's the first thing you see in the bedroom? A bed. Okay, make sure the bed has some colors on it. Right? If you're single, make sure there's 2 pillows on it. Right? There are 2 nightstands. You're inviting people to come in. So what else do you see? Okay? Wisdom. So that's great. You can have that there. But the first focus in a bedroom is romance and health. Yeah? So because in your room, in your bedroom, you need to energize yourself. In the morning, you have to be up to go. So what hangs above your headboard affects your relationship. I was just with somebody and she had this huge horse hanging above her headboard. I said to her, you're single, right? She said, yes. I said, I wouldn't dare sleeping with you. This horse would fall on me, right? So imagine what is above your headboard. The moment you go to sleep, it affects your subconscious mind. When you go out, it actually affects yourself also because that's too heavy to have on you. No water above your headboard, right? Because you're drowning when you do that. No single images in your bedroom because you don't want to stay single. So, office. What do you see in your office? Papers, right? So a lot of clutter, probably papers. Now when you come in, you have to have an organized environment because how can you focus on your business? Or there are images up there in your office that tell what your business is about, the logo, your products, your services. So this is all things very easy to change around. So let's go a little bit deeper.
Having promoted more than 600 speakers and more than 65,000 people attend my seminars and courses and workshops and expos, having read so many books and attended so many courses, I really realized that the basics of personal, professional growth is based on the power of the question. Asking yourself empowering questions. Read my new book, The Question, Find Your True Purpose. It's based on my work, 30 years of entrepreneurship, all the experiences that I have, my manifesto, and what's really important. So for more information, go to www.thequestion.co.
So, like I said, what is there right now? Remove it if it doesn't fit what it's about. If you want success, if you want romance, family, change things around very easily. Yeah. So remove what is not connecting with your goals. I don't know if you have goals, but if you have goals, think about what you want. So the next thing is your personal feng shui direction. So I need somebody to come up that would like to do a test with me. I'm just looking for my cell phone. Okay. All right. Yes, please come. So everybody, based on your birthday, has a personal success direction. Remember I said I put out my vision board in my success direction and my Oscar, right? So let's try out what it is for you. So you actually have a Mary Diamond app. Okay. So you can go to iTunes or Google Play for $4.99, and you can find all this out, and you can start feng shuiing your home with this. So let's check for you. You're a woman. You have to choose between man or woman. So I need to know your month of birth.
July,
and your day. 30th. Now we will know your year of birth. I'm sorry to ask.
That's okay, 1974.
74. So she is a 7. She's an advisor. So when we look at her compass, you will see that here, that success for you is over there. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So if this would be your office, in your success area, you should put everything about success. Books on success, your logo, your goals, your vision board, right? So let's do a little muscle testing with her. So I want you to face that direction. Because when she faces that direction, her brainwave goes automatically into alpha brainwaves. So think about success now, face that direction, think about it, push as hard as you can, you feel you're strong. Yeah? Now turn around and face the southeast. It is not one of her directions. You see, it's empty.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So think about success. She's weak. Yeah? Okay? I know. Think about relationship for you, right? Relationship is actually for you this direction. So think about romance. Yeah, think about romance right now. Push up as hard as you can. Her brain says, yeah, I love romance here. Now face that direction. Think about romance. She gets weak. I know. Give her a round of applause. So having the app starts you in the process to immediately check out where in my office, my bedroom, my living room, or these directions. It's just a small little price, but you can check it for everyone in your family. And you also get every day a meditation and a message from me. And in 80 days, you get a whole program. Yeah? So it's very easy both for smartphones and for iPhones. Yeah? So make sure you know what's in your success direction. Because if you're in your success direction, you have clutter, then your energy will go down. So I told you the story about my Oscar. Yeah, I put my Oscar in my success direction. Now, a few years later, I was thinking, it was about, 6-7 years later, I thought like, you know what? I only attracted people with one Oscar. What if I put somebody, like I buy more Oscars? So I bought 2 more Oscars. I put them on the Tuesday morning in my success direction. Of course, they're fake, right? They come from Hollywood Boulevard, right? So I put them there. The Thursday afternoon, I get a phone call from somebody saying, we want you to come and do the feng shui of a VIP client. I said, okay, I'm going to come, but I need to know who referred me. So they referred me. They didn't want to say the name. So on the Tuesday afterwards, I go to that person's property. He has a huge hill in Pacific Palisades. I come in, and there, I'm in the property of Steven Spielberg. So I go into his office, I do all my feng shui, I change all the energy. What happened was, the next day they invited me to come to his private space, really where he sleeps. So I come in there, and there I see 3 Oscars. I'm like, really? So what happened was, the Tuesday morning, I put my Oscars out. The Tuesday afternoon, they started talking to each other and said, it's time to get Marie Diamond in. They already knew about me for 4 years and never invited me. The moment I changed my success energy, it took a half a day to get the energy out for them to call me to come and make sure he had the year after his 4th Oscar. Yeah? Because I took his Oscars out of the bedroom because I said, Steven, you don't make Oscars in your bedroom. You make them in your office. So I put him in the office, and he actually has the same energy number as you, right? So I just want to let you know. So this is actually a third of your law of attraction. Most people don't talk about that. They say it's all in the mind. It is not true. That is not true. Your environment creates a third of your law of attraction. So some of you have been saying, I've been using the secret, it hasn't been working. How many of you have that feeling? Yeah? Well, it didn't work for Rhonda either. It didn't work for Bob Proctor either. It didn't work for Jack Canfield and for John Gray either. They had to bring my information in to make them more successful. But of course, that's not what they're going to tell, because that's not their focus. Their focus is on the mindset, and they should focus on that because that's where they're masters at. But I'm master in this, so that's what I'm teaching you. Yeah? So, on the app, you get your energy number, you get some meditation, you get daily messages. You also can get to the free energy report on mariediamond.com. So I invite you to go to my booth. My booth is over there, 119. When you come out, and you can actually come there, we'll fill it in, and we'll send you the free energy report. It talks about your 4 directions and what are the next steps you can do right away this week, yeah, to make that happen. So that's a free gift from us. So please go and collect it. You can also, of course, go to the website, but my team will start helping you out with what are the next steps for that. Also, you can get a free coaching, right? So if you go there, you actually can sign up for one of my teams that helps you with your free coaching, all right? So now, the next step is to create success, you have to open space. You have to create space for the gifts of the universe to come to you. So I will ask you to remove 10 to 25% of everything in your home. You're thinking, oh my God, Marie, that's a lot of work, right? Well, you will start with success direction, Whatever is in your success direction, you want to declutter. Because some of you perhaps have an office like this. I have been in people's office like this. Do you think they can be successful? They can't. It's chaos. Any one of you that has a slightly same experience right now? You have? Come up here, come on. Come to the front. She is very brave, she tells it. So, yeah, give her a round of applause. Hi. Oh, I love it. Okay, so can you imagine, close your eyes, and can you imagine you're in your office? Yeah? All right, so give me your arm. Okay, and you push up as hard as you can. Think about success. Yeah? So can you just imagine it's all decluttered? It's all, some gnomes came in or some fairies or something. Just imagine, and like a magical one, boom, it's gone. Yeah? Can you see that now?
I can see it.
Think about success. Push up as hard as you can. You can feel the difference? Just thinking about decluttering gives her brain more space. So we'll really help her from a distance and send her good energy to start doing that. Okay. So what happens when you're in such a state? You're in what we call a beta state. When you're in beta, you cannot organize yourself. Yeah? So when you are in such a room, you're in what we call alpha state. You can organize yourself. You can be better organized. Can you imagine, somebody that runs a business having an office like this, right? They would not become successful at all. Yeah? So I would invite you to do that. I'm just going to, Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to tell there is a program we have. It's called the Law of Attraction 2018 program. You all have a little flyer that you got from me, right? So every year, we're actually focusing on the Law of Attraction for 2018. How to make your vision board for 2018. Now, it's not just your vision board that you have been making. You can actually make a vision board based on your personal energy, on your birthday, and place it in the right energy, and your vision board will really start working. Yeah? Just making a vision board and placing it somewhere. I've seen it hanging in the most strange places. I've seen people hang it on a fridge. I always say to people, you freeze your goals. I've seen it hanging in their bathroom. I'm like, really? In your bathroom when you go to, you know what, right? Just the smell around your vision board will not work well. So where do you hang it? What are the right way of writing goals? But based on your birthday. Not just randomly, but based on your birthday. And every year there's new energy coming in, new colors. And so this is actually a normal value for 10 hours of video. This is my major program I teach every year. Yeah. And so we have beautiful videos of that. And also the ebooks connected with it. It's an amazing program. It's my #1 selling program. But we give it this time for $198 today when you go to the booth. And you get all this extra information. You get a coaching. You get an extra ebook. You also get my new book that just came out, Transform Your Life, where I go deeper into the feng shui of your environment. And I actually will give this, I actually will sign that also for you, right? You also get extra video programs that we feel that are really, really important. So it's like an $806 price we give for $198 today here at the expo. Now, I always give the book away to one person, the one person that needs it the most in the audience, and this is you. So please come up. Yeah. She really needs some help.
And it's my birthday, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, wonderful. So I also want to make sure my team brings the coaching flyers over. The coaching flyers, yes, to give away. So what you get in the Law of Attraction 2018 is how to set up your vision board for this year based on your birthday, because there's a cycle of energy. Certain birthdays need other colors each year. So it's a yearly vision board. It's really, really profound. So my top clients pay me thousands of dollars to consult me on that just alone personally. Yes. And so you can also activate your home. So what are the feng shui things you need to do for 2018? I'm going to give you one away, right? If you want to have better romance this year, you need to put in the southeast of your bedroom a beautiful rose quartz crystal. But you have to clear out the southeast. So make sure there's some romantic things hanging out in the southeast. Yeah? So you check with the compass what is the southeast. Yeah? But there are colors, there are images that you learn to go through to really make sure your office, your bedroom, your living room is the strongest there is. So please write in your information to make sure and come to our stand to collect it. And I'm also there if you want to meet me. Yeah? So there are some symbols and affirmations because your affirmations are different from birthday to birthday. My affirmations will be different than hers. Yeah? So people are thinking, I just need to do it randomly, making a vision board randomly, but it's not true. And this is really crucial. What people didn't know is that the law of attraction is connected with your soul and your body when you're born. So that's what I did for Rhonda Byrne. She did hang things out. She had a vision board up in the wrong directions. The publisher of the book, The Secret, they brought me in because they were ready to go to chapter 11. And after they brought me in, they received the DVD from me, The Secret, and they actually got The Secret. And they made millions after that. Yeah. So I just want to pass this on. Of course, you're also welcome to get my new book. We have wonderful copies out there. I can sign it for you today. So the stand is $119. So I really want to thank you for being part of this meeting. And I hope that you're actually going to do some steps for that. Please go and visit us on the stand, even if it's just for a picture and a handshake or a hug. Please come and see me there. Thank you very much. Thank you.
For more information, go to www.thebestyou.co.